Just because somebody's getting ahead doesn't mean we're getting behind, correct? Right? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Mame, and this is MamayWorks. If this is your first time, please subscribe to our channel. I just wanted to come here today and talk about something so basic but so important. Why is it too difficult for us to allow others who might have the courage, the stamina, the oomph to continue doing what it is that they set out to do? Why? I found myself talking about this a couple times today, so I figured I'll bring it here. Is it about somebody getting ahead, or is it about somebody getting there? If it's about somebody getting ahead, then it's going to make us feel some type of way, right? They're trying to get ahead. But it really isn't, if we think about it, about getting ahead. First of all, I don't think there is anything wrong with somebody trying to get ahead. So be it. Just because somebody's getting ahead doesn't mean we're getting behind, correct? Right? Okay. Let me say that again. Just because somebody's getting ahead does not mean they're pulling us back. I don't think that's what's going on. Because if I am willing and if I am able to put out that same effort and continue to work and get to whatever it is that I'm trying to get at, then I can get ahead. But so much so anymore, whether it's social media, whether it's friends, whatever it is. For some reason, sometimes I feel like when we see somebody who's striving towards something, could be a goal that they set out for themselves, it could be education, it could be their heart to serve, it could be whatever the motivation may be, right? It is so bizarre that they will be criticized, they will be looked at like they're trying to be different. Once again, they're trying to get ahead. So, what is wrong with that? Why can't they get ahead? And how's that an impact to us? Second, we can get ahead, right? If we have a goal that we set out for ourselves, depending on what getting ahead means to us, I think anyone and everyone is allowed to get ahead. Why do we find people, sometimes even maybe ourselves, get bothered by some other people who are trying to do what they think is within their right to do? Uh, Maybe sometimes their motivation is not so much so in an alignment with what we think ought to be their motivation, or we question their motivation, whatever the reason may be. But sometimes I think we just see ourselves and feel like if I can't get there, you ain't gonna get there either. Have you experienced anything like that? The moment you start doing something, it could even be your personal goal, whatever it may be, your passion, right? That zeal, that drive that's within you, you'll be met with all kinds of criticism. Um, you'll be given all kinds of names, and I don't mean the name that your mama gave you, but all kinds of other names. Why is it? Why is it that we can't stand it when others, or when we feel like others are getting ahead? So I am here to some degree I'm not saying this is the most profound thing that nobody's thinking about, but just for my own sanity and for the sake of conversation, discussion, I think I want to really kind of cast a different light at it. It is not that they're trying to get ahead. Reality, yes, they are trying to get ahead and they're getting ahead. But for us to see it as getting there, whatever place it is that they're trying to get at in life, in career, in education, in service, you name it. If we think about it as though that they are trying to get there being whatever place that they set out for themselves, they're trying to get there. So can I, so can you, so can anybody. If you have a goal and you set it up, you can get there. But for whatever reason, the moment people start thinking somebody's trying to get ahead, you will find some other people that just get so annoyed with that, and they'll find a reason to be a stumbling block. Whether it's emotional, whether it's verbal, whether it's whatever it may be, they just try to give them a reason to run into that brick wall. Why? Human beings are an interesting creatures, but why? Why can't you get there? Whatever place it is that you're trying to get at, just get there. Then allow somebody who's trying to get to there, if that even makes sense, that one place they set out for themselves, let them get there. If anything else, use that as motivation, right? To motivate yourself, to motivate ourselves, and maybe set a higher standard and strive to achieve that. But lately I realized no matter how flowery we get, no matter how beautifully and so profoundly and eloquently we try to put it, and we say we're about this and we're about that and we want to see this change and yada, 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 the moment we feel like somebody is walking slightly faster, maybe longer than we are, or we get offended, we feel some type of way. That just amazes me. So because we're not able to run as fast as somebody, we have to slow them down. Is that the principle? That's just sad. That really is just sad. So I'm here to say, run. Run as fast as you can. Don't let anybody stop you. Keep your eye on the prize. Sounds cliche, but in reality, if you start looking around and start listening to the wrong voices, people are going to tell you, no, it's not possible, can't be done. So many reasons. And half the time, they'll try to slow you down because it's not about you, it's about them. It really isn't about you, but it is about them. Lately, I started studying about narcissistic behavior. And I realized, whether we know it or not, we're surrounded with a whole bunch of narcissistic people. They feed off of the perfect storm. They got to have something. Anything and everything you have to say before they're able to see what is right, what's possible, they can see all the wrong things. Therefore, they will bring up questions after questions and after questions, and they create doubt. Because in that perfect storm, while you're trying to figure out where is this going, where is that going, and how's this and that, the other, they just sit back and watch you squirm. So whatever the motivation may be, I don't know who it is I'm speaking to today. If you have that one thing that you keep setting aside, if you're looking at and thinking about all the things that's happening in, all around you, and people are saying things to you, it ain't about you, it's about them. They're the ones that are having such a hard time accepting the fact that they are not running as fast as you are. They're not achieving as much as you are. It is not about you, it's about them. So let them live in that perfect storm. You just find a way around. Better yet, I actually listened to some guy talk about narcissistic behavior. The best thing you can do to a narcissist is to just flat out say no. And if you can't say no in words, you could say no in your actions by not falling into that trap that they are just putting up for you. to get entangled in your own thought process. The why, the why not, the what if. My God, I don't ever want to live in a mind like that. It's just not a good place to be. It is so suffocating. Uh, Sometimes it's hard to even just sit there and tolerate however long the conversation lasts to listen to somebody like that. I think I am talking to somebody, of course, including myself, right? It's not about you, it's about them. Recently, I came up with yet another channel, and it's called Fares. It's an Amharic word. It's actually a word from the Bible. It's Fares. It means break out, bust out. So break out, my dear. You're surrounded with all kinds of noise. Break it up. Just break out. If you feel like you need to run, go run. And I don't mean literally run, but if that's what it takes, so be it. You know what I'm talking, right? If you have this vision, if you have this passion and compassion that you keep setting aside because somebody says or somebody's keep telling you all the different things as to why it wouldn't happen, couldn't happen, let me tell you, for a race, break out, run as fast as you can. Do it. Do it. Because it's not about you, it's about them. If people are about themselves and consumed about themselves and they are insecure and they have to be told every second of the day and be propped and put in that pedestal, it's too tiring. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the work. And that's once again how come I called this channel MamayWorks. I am about the work. Talk is cheap. Stand behind the talk. Get it done. If you're not about the doing, stop the talking. Well, you could talk, but can you not be a deterrent to people that are trying to do the work? Can you at least recognize, or can we recognize that we're about the talk and some people are about the task? So we do the talk, let them do the work. I am telling you, our world would have been such a different place. I don't know why, but lately I think I came to realization, no matter how, it does not matter where, it just does not matter who they are, what they are, and which kind of situation you get involved in. The minute you try to achieve something and you make a stride towards some kind of accomplishment, not everybody's going to be happy for you and they're going to say, yay, good for you, keep going. Some people would be like, yay, but I'm going to stop you. Not in so many words, but in so many actions. Oof. It's just the most, one, disheartening, two, tiring, three, just ridiculous thing to have to face and to have to experience. We're grown people. Okay? You want to run? Run as fast as you can. But you don't have to slow people down. So I said it somewhere else. I had to say it here because I felt like MamayWorks is missing out on these things because in my new Amharic channel, I'm talking about these things, but I want to come back here and engage you all. I'm so grateful that you are here. You have no idea. I'm so grateful and so appreciative of those of you that have subscribed to this channel and you continue to come back and listen. I'm not doing this on a daily basis. I'm doing it honestly speaking. It's because it's a passion. I care about maybe sharing my own experiences, and sometimes I just like to talk about these things. I do. Because as much as I am about the work, I learn a lot from doing things, right? So what's wrong with sharing what we learn and what we observe? And I'm talking about just focus on your goal. Not everybody's going to clap their hands and not everybody's going to step aside and give you away. Trust me, some will try to be that little stumbling stone for you. Like I said, we're surrounded with people that have a narcissistic um, behavior. And the antidote for it is to either just flat out say no and end the conversation and not engage, or in your action, just continue doing even more of what it is that you're doing and they will leave you. Don't let those that like to continue promoting that perfect storm so that by the time you figure it out, you've slowed down like leaps and bounds. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. That's what the invitation is, right? So human beings are interesting because what we say and what we do are just not the same. We are interesting creatures. I just want to say thank you so very much for those of you that come to MamayWorks and humor me with just listening to what I have to say. You know what? I would love to hear from you. Please drop a comment or two. If I had said something that you find thought-provoking, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, drop a comment. If you feel like I am, Mame, you're not alone in this. I see it. I hear it. People tend to do this. And thank you for telling me. I just need to continue running and not worry about what others think. Just say something. Because as much as I'm saying it to you, I'd love to hear from you too. Because as much as I'm saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself. I am telling myself, just keep running, Mame. Keep running. Keep doing. Keep being you. Just do you. Thank you so much for being here. This is Mami again from MamayWorks. Drop a comment, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you're listening, and thank you so much. God bless and make it a great day.